Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Crosby, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please consider clicking the subscribe button and also ringing the notification bell to get notified anytime I make a new video upload. Okay, in this tutorial we'll be looking at a very simple UI component that can be applied in various fields or various sectors in development. So I use this component in one of my fintech projects. So we will learn how to build a simple element, and then we start the project with a blank canvas. So what I'm going to I'll be using the Visual Studio Code text editor. So I'll just set up the very basic structure for our project. So an exclamation mark and a tab will generate the boilerplate. Okay, so now that we have that one in place, I'll be using an external CSS file, which will be secular CSS, so I'll have to link that as well. So now that I have that one in place, I can go ahead and pop in the basic structure for our UI. Okay, so now that we've been able to set up our basic HTML or the boilerplate for the HTML, let's go ahead into the CSS file and I'll explain a couple of things. So you realize I have this particular block over here, block of code over here. So this is CSS variables, and I've declared some variables and then I've set their values. So the app theme will be the background for our project, the card shadow will be the drop shadow on the card, and then the overlay background will be the this particular transparent black background. So that's it. So to start off, I'll first change the background of our body. So I'll say body HTML. I'll remove the margin and the padding. I'll set its height to be 100 view height, and then the background color to be the app theme. So fixed. So now that we have our background set, let's go ahead and design the card itself. So what I'll do is I'll be like app paper. Let me pop in hello here to help us. So I'll grab the class, go into the CSS, and then style the app paper. So okay, we already have the hello there. So what I'm going to do is to change the background of the app paper and then set a particular width and height. So I'll set its width to be 100%, and I'll set the max width to be let's say 40 view height. Sorry, 40 view width. Yes. And then I'll set the background to be white, and then I want to put it in the center. So to the body, which will be the container in which the app paper is, I'll do this trick. So I'll say display to be, I'll set display to be gray, and then say place items, sorry, place items to the center. So it will just pop it in the middle. So now the next thing that we're going to need is so now that we have our app paper centered, all we can do now is to pop in the div or the element that will hold the rest of the components inside. But before I do that, let me apply a specific padding to our app paper. So I'll set its padding to be 20 pixels from the top to down, and then 15 pixels from left to right. And then I'll set a border radius of let's say 12 pixels, and then I'll set a box shadow of, remember this card shadow variable, that is what we are going to use over here. So card shadow, there it is. So let's go ahead and pop in the div. So I'll say circular avatar. So it will have an image in there, and then it will also have a label. So I normally use that. I use that div, so it will be a circular avatar div. Label. And over here I'll say pay. So the image that I use, I got it from Pexels.com. So you can head over to Pexels.com and then search human face. So when you search human face, you just scroll down a couple of lines, and then you find this beautiful image, and then you can copy the image link, and then pop it into your project. So over here I'll put it there and save it. Now you realize the image is overflowing the container in which the container that we put it inside. So for now, let me go ahead and comment out this image so that we can use what we've done so far to style our element. So I'll first grab the circular avatar, I'll set it width to be, I'll set it width to be 200 pixels and its height to be 200 pixels. You can modify the width and height to suit your project. So let me set a background of, let's see, 555, so that we can see what we've done so far. Yeah, there it is. The other thing that I'll say I'll do is to make sure the element inside the app paper is centered. So I'll perform that same trick that I did for the padding, and say place items. So place items to be center. So now our div is centered. So we can also have our text element to be centered as well. So that, yeah. So now I'll perform that same trick that I did over here as well. So now you realize the pay text is in the middle. So the next thing that I'll apply will be a border radius of 50%. That will make it rounded. So now we realize our element is coming together. So the next thing that I'll do is to style the image. So let me uncomment the image out. You use command forward or control / for the commenting and uncommenting. So what I'll say here is sorry, what I'll say is, to the image, I want its height to be 100% of its container, and then I'll set its overflow, sorry, I'll set its object fit to be cover. Okay, so now that we've styled that, you realize our image has gone out of sight. There it is. So the property that I applied for it to be centered inside the circular avatar, I think that was what was causing the problem. So we'll take that one off, and then there we have our image. So the next element that we will style, the last element that we will style, obviously, will be the circular label, and I'll set its width to be 100% and its height to be 100%. So it will take the width and height of the circular avatar, which will be 200 by 200, and then I'll set a background to be the overlay background, and then I'll set its color to be white. So over here, I'll pop in the property that I removed from the previous element. So place items, center. So it will center the text inside, and also I'll set the font size to be, let's say, 40 pixels, and then I'll change it from lowercase to uppercase. So text transform uppercase, and then I'll change the font family to sans serif, and I'll change the font weight to 100 to make it a little bit light. I will use less of it. I think this is okay. So now that we have that one sorted out, I'll go ahead and apply a position status to our circular avatar, so that when I position the label absolutely inside, it will stay within the defined space. So I'll set the position to be absolute, and then the left property to be 0, the top property to be 100%. So what I will do is, when the user hovers over the circular avatar, I want it to affect the position of the circular label. So what I would say is, the top should be 0, and then to have it animate, you realize over here, like, it just clunky like that. There's no juice in it, so we will set a transition so that it can animate perfectly. So I'll set it to be 500 milliseconds, and if you want to, so we can apply a WebKit property to it, so that some people may be using old browsers, so I support some of them. So right now, when we move over it, we realize it comes in so smoothly. So now we are just left with one property to be applied to the circular avatar. So all we need to do is say overflow hidden, and then that's it. So now we have our component working perfectly. So yeah, that's how to build this particular beautiful component. If you are interested in learning more, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you.